Good morning and welcome back to G-Shock Presents Formula Drift Japan 2025 Round 5 at Okuibuki.
Heading up the hill. Getting left behind just a little bit, and then catches up through outer zone 1. Matsuyama doing a nice lead run. Could have been a little deeper in outer zone 3, but Sensei staying right there with him. Heading up the hill. Matsuyama has a closer run up. In outer zone. Now they're coming around for outer zone 3. Matsuyama is being a little conservative, just playing it safe.
Goes Matsuyama. Okada.
Yep. Got a clean start coming up the hill. Daniel initiating that first outer zone, going in a lot of angle. Yamashita being pretty conservative through outer zone 1 and 2. Hesitates a little bit as Daniel gets around outer zone 3 and 4. Is a bit of a gap as Yamashita enters outer zone 1. But Daniel cuts the line in outer zone 1 to get that proximity for outer zone 2, and he gets right on his door through outer zone 3, and not letting up all the way through outer zone
4. Goes Yamashita, Judge Okada. Yamashita, Judge Yamanaka. Goes Koichi Yamashita.
Clean start. Entering in outer zone 1. Mikey diving into outer zone 1 and not letting him go through outer zone 2. Transitions and gets right back into that front part of the door. And then it looks like he might have over-rotated as he touched Hiro. Lot of angle, a little conservative in that first outer zone, but dives in for outer zone 2, and then comes back around and gets in the door of Mikey. Oh!
We got some of the drivers will end up slowing down a lot more, especially if they're taking an outside line. Judge Imamura goes Mikey, Judge Okada, Mikey, Judge Yamanaka goes Mikey.
They're off. Ken initiating at outer zone 1. Bobbles a little bit after outer zone 1 and gets through 2 and now into 3. And does a nice job in outer zone 4. Outer zone 1. Can get a little conservative on angle through outer zone 1, but does a nice job in outer zone 2. Diving in and surging in outer zone 3. I think gets right on that door for outer zone 4.
Good Kingushi, Judge Okada. Kingushi, Judge Yamanaka goes Kingushi.
Outer zone 1, trying to dive in, does just that, gets right at that front tire for outer zone 2, but it was bobbling and surging all the way into outer zone 3. It does a nice job in outer zone 4. Into outer zone 1. Throwing in a lot of angle at the end of it. Oh, you just playing it nice and cool. Through outer zone 3. On through outer zone 4.
There's OU, Judge Fukada, OU, Judge Yamanaka goes Toshiki OU. Now coming up next, we have front for 530. Wataru Masayama, Evangelion Racing, and in the chase, front for 40, Mr. Ani with Team Academic of Watanabe.
And with a lot of angle through outer zone 1 and into outer zone 2. Doing a nice job in outer zone 3. And not being too aggressive. And then through outer zone 1. It's going to be a little conservative through zone 1, but there's right there in that pocket in outer zone 2, trying to get back in it, and does, oh, he does, but is that, and then it looks like he,
Masayama, Fukada, Masayama, Judge Yamanaka goes Wataru Masayama.
making our way up the hill. I don't know what, getting right there on the door through outer zone 1, and then make their way into outer zone 2, diving back in for outer zone 3, and staying right there at that front tire, just giving him some touches all the way through that run. Be mindful of his car is a little bit longer, so he doesn't need to get too deep in outer zone 3. Now making their way into outer zone 1, really slowing down a lot, causing Ruma to, looks like he might have straightened, and then now they're getting into outer zone 3 and 4. And we'll have to.
Is Hanawa, Judge Fukada, Hanawa, Judge Yamanaka.
Pop going in a ton of angle and having to slow down through outer zone 1 causes him to bobble for outer zone 2. Oh!
Then it looks like he was trying to catch up between 2 and 3.
Now they're coming into outer zone 1. Pop going in a lot of angle. Tanaka trying to keep up through outer zone 2. Gets right on that wall for outer zone 3. And then on through outer zone 4.
Goes Tanaka, Fukada, goes Tanaka, Judge Yamanaka goes.
This is the first battle on the right side of the bracket. And headed up the hill. Mao will come in with a lot of angle through outer zone 1. The girl is staying right there with him through outer zone 2. And he surges into that pocket for outer zone 3. And then loses a little bit of proximity. Coming in with a lot of speed. Mao standing right there at that back tire through 1 and 2. Has an early transition and dives in for outer zone 3. Takes a little bit of the line away, but stays right there in the door for outer zone 4.
Judge Imamura goes Mao, Judge Fukada, Mao, Judge Yamanaka goes Mao, Yamanaka, TK.
Saba coming in with a lot of speed through outer zone 1. Jerry having to catch up through outer zone 2. That does just that for outer zone 3 to stay right there at that door. And they make their way through outer zone 4. Coming into outer zone 1. Saba getting right there at that back tire. Kind of getting lost in the smoke, but does a nice job getting through it. Cuts the line to get back that proximity in outer zone 4.
Judge Kusaba, Judge Fukada, Kusaba, Judge Yamanaka, goes tight Yoshi. In 5 inch tires and bam. 532.
Harry starting off really far behind and now has to play catch up, and he's cutting the line and losing a little bit of angle, but he does get to that door at the end of outer zone 3, but then loses just a little bit. Masanori just staying right there at that back tire through outer zone 2 and comes around for outer zone 3. Just staying right there with him and surging at the end of outer zone 3 and on.
Judge Fukada, Kohashi, Judge Yamanaka. Goes Masanori, Kohashi.
Clean start. Also initiating in outer zone 1. Cutting the line to keep up with Fausto. They're now through outer zone 3. Oh! Kimoto straightens and then kind of pushes. They got a clean start now. Kimoto initiating in outer zone 1. Fausto playing a little conservative through outer zone 1 and 2. Just staying a couple cars back through outer zone 3. And then on to
Nomura goes Fausto, Judge Fukada, Fausto, Judge Yamanaka goes 1087 next.
Coming in with a lot of speed through outer zone 1, but Echo not backing down all the way through outer zone 2. Dives in for outer zone 3, staying at that front tire all the way through and then into outer zone 4. Coming into outer zone 1. Echo coming in with a lot of speed and angle. Jason getting a few tires off. Coming into outer zone 1, but he is not backing down anymore from outer zone 2 or 3. On to outer
Fukada, Echo, Judge Yamanaka goes car number 19, Echo Go, with Hashinan Racing and Polino.
Coming into outer zone 1 with a lot of angle, a lot of bobbling just a little bit before outer zone 2, and then, oh no, he looks like he over-rotated. Amada coming in with a lot of speed, and oh! Murakami just having to lock the front brakes up in outer zone 1.
Judge Imamura, one more time. Judge Fukada, one more time. Judge Yamanaka, one more time.
Murakami coming in and initiating the outer zone 1. Mata falling a little bit short, but trying to play catch up to outer zone 1. And now into outer zone 2. Dives in for outer zone 3. Sacrificing a little bit of angle to keep that proximity all the way through and into outer zone 4. They're all headed up to the hill. Amada entering. Murakami having a little bit of a gap, and now I'm playing catch up through 1 and 2. Trying to get some proximity through outer zone 3, and it just falls a little short through outer.
Goes Hamada, Judge Fukada, Hamada, Judge Yamanaka goes Kiyofumi.
Two very fast drivers that come in with a lot of angles, so let's see what happens. And then nothing to disappoint. Samagai has a right there at that door for outer zone 2, comes around for outer zone 3. taking up the line a little shallow. My guy coming in with a lot of speed and angle. Takahashi playing a little conservative for outer zone 1 and 2, trying to catch up for outer zone 3, but Amaga comes out of that zone a bit early.
Takahashi, Judge Fukada, Takahashi, and Judge Yamanaka goes Kazumi Takahashi. So
then coming into outer zone 1, a little conservative. Matsui does a nice job of staying right where it needs to be through outer zone 1, trying to dive in for outer zone 3. Pauses just a little bit before that zone, and then kind of gets heading up the hill. Matsui throwing in a lot of angle through outer zone 1. Chen not backing down, stays right there next to him. Oh! Has a late transition, but is able to save it. But it causes him to sacrifice his line for outer zone 3.
goes Matsui, Judge Fukada, Matsui, Judge Yamanaka goes Yukio Matsui.
On the way up the hill, coming into the zone. Yamashita playing a little conservative in outer zone 1 with a lot less angle, but comes into outer zone 3 and then gets right into the wall and wavers a real good bit and almost went into the side of that safety car. We're up the hill. Matsuyama getting right there on the door in outer zone 1. Has to check up a little bit, so falls back for outer zone 2. And then comes back around, trying to get back in that pocket for outer zone 3. And finishing off.
Goes Matsuyama, Fukada, Matsuyama, Judge Yamanaka goes Hokuto Matsuyama.
Starting off with a run up. Be able to keep up. But has to slow down and get kind of got pinched off, but does a nice job in zone 1 catching back up, staying right there next to him in zone 2. Not getting too close to staying right where you need to be in zone 3, and then falls back just a little bit. You got a clean start. You got Mikey getting love tapping the bumper coming into zone 1. Does a nice job there. Okuibuki staying right there on the door for zone 2. Transitions just enough room. And does a nice job outer zone 3 and outer zone 4.
Judge Imamura goes Kengushi. Judge Fukada, Kengushi. Judge Yamanaka, GR86, and in the chase we have Matsuyama. Bengalian Racing, his GR86.
Coming in with a lot of angle through outer zone 1. Matsuyama not backing down at zone 2. Coming back through, he gets into the wall before outer zone 3. Throws him off his line just a little bit. And then Matsuyama initiating into outer zone 1. Oh, he's not backing down, getting right there at that door. All the way through outer zone 2. Falls back a little bit for outer zone 3. Cuts the line. And now
goes OU. Judge Fukada. OU. Judge Yamanaka.
Kano standing right there on the back bumper. And he gets into his door. Has to waver through outer zone 1. Tanaka did a great job not spinning out or running into the wall. Hill. Tanaka playing a little conservative on the run up, but then I don't know.
Judge Imamura goes Tanaka. Fukada. Yamanaka. Judge Yamanaka goes Tomoki Tanaka.
Way up the hill. Throwing in a ton of angle in outer zone one. Kusaba getting real close, just not using as much angle. And then transitions right back into the door for outer zone three. He's surging a little bit, trying not to straight. Making their way up the hill. Kusaba entering into outer zone one. Playing a little conservative on space for that first zone. Same thing in zone two. But gets right there in the pocket for zone three.
One more time. Kata goes Kusaba. Yamanaka goes Kusaba. Chase.
Masanori coming in with a lot of speed and angle. Also not backing down as he gets right in the door, giving him some love taps at the outer zone two. Coming back around for outer zone three. Faso cutting the line a lot in outer zone three, but he gets right back in where he needs to be for outer zone four. A lot of people are voting for Faso already. See if y'all are right. As Masanori in the chase against Yukio Faso as they come around for outer zone one. Masanori getting right into that door for outer zone two, and then comes back around for outer zone three, and sitting right on that front tire. And a long through.
Judge Imamura goes Kohashi, Fukada, Masanori, and Pop Race. 10-8-7 racing turn. Event S13.
Kamada doing a rolling corner all the way up to outer zone one. Echo losing a little bit of that line. Try to keep that proximity all the way through outer zone three, and then they finish off in outer zone four. Got a clean start, making their way uphill. Echo coming in with a lot of speed. Like this zone one. Outside zone two. Kamada having to try to dive in, and does just that in outer zone three. And then on through outer zone four.
Judge Imamura, Hamada, Judge Fukada, Hamada, Judge Yamanaka goes Kiyofumi Hamada. Score 19, Yukio 1-6. Kyosho, M2 Evolution in his BMW.
Coming in with a lot of angle through outer zone 1 and 2. Matsui trying to stay alive in outer zone 3 and 4. Coming in with a lot of angle and having to alter it a little bit right before zone 1. Takahashi stands right there next to him through outer zone 1 and 2. Now trying to surge into that door of Matsui, and then on through outer zone 4.
Goes Takahashi, Judge Fukada, Takahashi, Judge Yamanaka goes Kazumi Takahashi.
Into the hill. Throwing in a ton of angle, but Kimushi was not able to keep up on that run up, but now he's diving in outer zone 3, staying right there at the door. Until see if Matsuyama is able to slow down just a smidge for Kimushi, as he usually takes it a little slower and a lot more precise. But Matsuyama gets right there next to his door and keeps surging in at outer zone 2. Now they're into outer zone 3. And Matsuyama is not going anywhere all the way through.
Mura goes Kengushi, goes Fukada, Kengushi, Judge Yamanaka.
Good job with proximity in outer zone 1. Not backing down in outer zone 2. You get to Yigo! on his transition into outer zone 3, Tanaka hit OU's rear bumper.
It's running over to the side.
You see right here where, oh, yeah, right there where he just hit and he was just too deep and wasn't able to save it. Trying to get a run up as they come up the hill. Masnori throwing in a lot of angle for outer zone 1, but Kasaba's not backing down and staying right there at that rear tire all the way through outer zone 2, and then dives in for outer zone 3, taking a little bit of the line and angle out to stay in proximity for outer zone 4. Now they're on their way. Masnori doing a good job staying right there in proximity to outer zone 1. Dives in through the transition to outer zone 3. He's staying right next to his door all the way through outer zone 4.
Kata, Kohashi, Judge Yamanaka. Go Masanori, Kohashi.
Clean start. Takahashi coming in outer zone. Pretty decent gap for Hamada. Now he has to play catch up through outer zone 2, and now gets back into proximity in outer zone 3, and then falls behind just a little bit in outer zone 4. Clean start for Hamada. They're entering into outer zone 1. Oh! Like he came in with a little bit, just too much speed and wasn't able to slow down enough for that outer zone. And having to shut it down.
Takahashi, Judge Fukada, Takahashi, Judge Yamanaka. Goes Kazumi Takahashi.
Got a clean start, headed up the hill. OU doing exactly what he's been doing all day with a lot of angle in outer zone 1. Kenguchi just staying right there next to him. Just enough room to transition into outer zone 3. Cuts the line a little bit at the end of outer zone 3. They're off. Kenguchi leading with OU throwing in a lot more angle in outer zone 1 as they come around for outer zone 2 and now into 3. Kenguchi wavering just a little bit in outer zone 3, and now they're finished.
Goes OU, Judge Fukada. OU, Judge Yamanaka. Goes Toshiki, OU.
Start. Takahashi entering with a lot of angle in outer zone 1. But Masanori matching it as they come around to outer zone 2. Masanori diving in right at that front tire of Takahashi and on through. Clean start up the hill. Masanori coming in with a lot of angle as he comes around. Takahashi trying to keep up through outer zone 2. Cuts the line a good bit in outer zone 3 and then falls behind in outer zone 4.
Goes Kohashi, Judge Fukada. Kohashi, Judge Yamanaka. Goes Masanori, Kohashi.
Heading up the hill, the final battle, for round 5. Masanori getting right in the door of OU in outer zone 1 and not leaving anywhere in outer zone 2. Just enough room to transition for outer zone 3, and he gets right back in that pocket and then loses just a little bit of proximity in outer zone. Let's see what he does in the lead as they make it up the hill into outer zone. He kind of leaves OU in that first outer zone, and oh! OU taking it a little too deep and taking it off track as they they come around to outer zone 3 and then through outer zone 4.
Coming in third, car number 36, Kazumi Takahashi. Coming in second, car number 10, Toshiki Oyu. Number 4, Masanori Kohashi.
But thank you all for hanging out with us all day, allowing us to commentate for y'all.
We'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Good night. Have a good one.
We'll see you next round.